Hey everyone, Aussie Viking here for part 2. Last part we were talking about how I loved this game, even though when it first came out I played the demo. We were talking about the extended universe and stuff, and we'll continue on with certain parts of that. First up, this game is amazing, and I would love a remaster and a remake. I mean, I've said that a lot before, but holy crap, this game needs a remaster or a remake, or make it backwards compatible with the Xbox One. Because from what I understand, that made a lot of games run better, which is a godsend for these sort of games, because these always ran at like subpar 20 frames a second at times, which I'm all for having 30 frames, or even if there's a way to make it 60 frames, that'd be great. Because I'm not gonna lie, even though I've bought these physically, if these were released on the Xbox Live Marketplace, I would probably buy these again digitally because, oh shit, because I love them. Absolutely love them. They're some of the best games ever. Like, I've actually ordered a new one called Jedi Starfighter, which I actually never played back in the day, or at least maybe a demo, but that's about it. I want to get the Clone Wars game when it's actually a good price. Unfortunately, that one's to buy online at eBay for a good price. It's around $30, and it's like, well, we'll see. I'll see next. We'll see how the next one goes, because these I think it's great because now I can play a lot of old school Star Wars games. I did play a lot of them growing up, but I was at friends' houses and stuff. So I remember playing the SNES games, late 90s, maybe mid 2000s, no, late 90s, early 2000s. I remember playing things like Battlefront. I played the demo of this game a lot as well. I played the KOTOR games. I played a few of the Republic, the Starfighter games. I played a few of them. I enjoyed them immensely. So I did get a fair share of Star Wars games to play over my lifetime growing up, but nowhere near as much as a lot of other people. I really wish I could have kept all that, because I was just looking back at my old Star Wars stuff, because in terms of toys as well, I did have a fair bit for Episode 1, but Episode 2 and 3 I didn't really have much, mainly video games more so, but looking at the toys I had, I mean, I had the Naboo Cruiser from Episode 1, I had Darth Maul, which I found again, I had Qui-Gon, I think I had Jar Jar, and I think I had Anakin as well, but I just don't know where they've gone. I think they were thrown out, unfortunately, because, you know, as you're growing older, I never had the parents who were like, oh, keep a hold of it, it's your childhood. I had the parents who were like, they're old, get rid of them, get new stuff. So, unfortunately, even when you're a kid and you have a parent say that, you kind of think, oh, well, I've got to get rid of them some way or another. So, that sucked immensely. I've definitely found a few of them that I haven't gotten rid of, which I'm so happy about. But some of them, I just want more. Hey, look, a lightsaber. I wish you could have used it. So, yeah, I really wish I knew where they were. I might have them kept away somewhere, I don't know, but I'm sure some of them got thrown out. I really miss them. They were really good. It's funny, though, I had more prequel stuff than the original trilogy. I had a Luke Skywalker. I've still got a Luke Skywalker. My cousin's kid plays with it, which is nice to know that I can hand down things to other family members. And it's great because he loves them. So I have all that happening, and I do have people play around with a lot of other things as well. And I really kind of... It's funny, because growing up, I never had a lot of... oh god, they killed me crazily. I never had much OT stuff. Like, I had family members that had, like, the X-Wing and stuff, and I still don't have an X-Wing. I love the X-Wing. I love the X-Wing and the Jedi Starfighters, and I haven't found them yet. Next time, you know, one day I should just go to just a place where you get the toys, like a Toy Mart or whatever. And then I'll just play it. I should just play it. Play it as in, you know, go in and just see what they have and buy what I want. But the downside is with Disney's, like, I love the prequel trilogy. That's my thing. I love the prequel trilogy. But unfortunately, in Australia at least, it's hard to actually get the prequel stuff. Like, I have not seen any of the Black Series prequels things. I have not seen any of that. I have not at all seen any of, like, the Starfighters and stuff. The only thing of the prequels that I've seen in the shops, like Toys R Us and Kmart and stuff, is, well, the Lego. That's it. Like, the Lego. That's the only stuff I've seen prequels in, and it sucks. If I want to get prequel, like, Black Series and stuff. Oh Jesus Christ, I died again. That was not smart. If I'm ready to say get like the Black Series and stuff, there's no prequel stuff there. I've got to go online to get that. Or if I want to get like prequel starfighters that are really good, I have to order them online. And it's kind of sucks that I can't go to a Kmart area or something, or I'll go this way. I can't go to like a Kmart area or a Toys R Us and get prequel stuff, because I'm not gonna lie, Disney, I would buy almost everything prequel if it was a well-made quality stuff. If I could get a Jedi Starfighter, I would get it. If I could get I would get all of that. I'd get the Jedi Starfighter, I'd get the Clone Wars stuff, I'd get CIS, I'd get General Grievous, I'd get Dooku, I'd get Mace Windu, I'd get all the Jedi, I'd get everything and just enjoy the living shit out of it. Like, that's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. I would buy the living shit out of the prequel stuff, but for some reason, Disney, even though they're slightly changing it now, they always just don't want the prequel stuff, and it's stupid because the prequels are fantastic films, and they're superior to your films, Disney. Contrary to popular belief, they are better. Why? They got more imagination, have better stories, and better characters. I think to me, that's true. And it sucks, because, like, when I go to a store and I see Rey, I don't want to pick up Rey. She's a boring character. I don't want to pick up Rose. She's a boring character. Finn and Poe, possibly. Phasma, no, she's a boring character. Although apparently she is better in her books and stuff, so that might be something to keep an eye out for. But overall, from just the films alone, there's no real characters that I want. Okay, Kylo Ren. Other than Kylo Ren, and I guess some of the Stormtroopers, because even though they're unimaginative, they are interesting to look at. So that's one thing. So in that way, yeah, there are some I want, but overall, from just looking at the movies alone, there's none. But you look at the prequels, and almost every character I wanted to see, because they looked interesting, they were interesting, and they were just well done. And now it's just crap. Oh, the Death Troopers would be cool. I like Death Troopers. I would love to get more Death Troopers. But there's just no imagination there. It's just OT, same old, OT and sequel trilogy. No prequel trilogy as of yet. Maybe if you live in America or Canada or any other places in the world like England, you might get lucky and you might be absolutely fine, because you might be able to look into a store and be like, oh, there's prequel stuff. Awesome. Which I absolutely praise you for, because you're a lucky bastard. But for me, unfortunately, that is a no. Oh shit. That is an absolute no. Oh shit, we got droid. We got droid cars. That's another thing. Droidicas are awesome. God damn. Ah, go. Yeah, this is an old 360 controller, so it's not the best. Ah, well. I'm sure in time that would happen. I guess if I still go there, there's a good chance I can get at least an X-Wing. I'm still actually quite annoyed that I don't have an X-Wing. And you bet your ass that if I go out one day and get an X-Wing for a good price, I'm making a video on it. Because I'm not going to lie, out of everything people deserve to have, X-Wings are definitely one of them on the list of things that people deserve to have as a Star Wars fan. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because Star Wars is awesome. And I really like that. Although I don't really have much place to put it. But yeah. I don't have much place to put it at all. Bye-bye, bitches. By the way, this game needs a sequel. Absolutely. Like, so this took the best of Metroid and Halo, and basically all you need to do was basically make this bigger maps. I would say give you more open maps, the abilities to go on vehicles, like something like out of Battlefront, and you've got yourself a very good sequel that's well needed. Because character development via the mechanics and even the squad mechanics were pretty damn good. All I need is this to run at 60 frames a second, and we're good. 60 frames a second, better graphics obviously, more open-ended levels, vehicles, and honestly, you've got yourself a good game. And you could say that you could just play Battlefront 2 first person, but it's hard to... Downside is, you don't have the awesome look in first person like you have here. And when you shoot someone with, say, a shotgun, you don't get blood shooting in your face. like that, and you don't get it wiped off the screen, which adds so much depth. I love that. That's how gaming should be. Like, goddamn. When a game is able to make Star Wars violent and fun, it's done something right. Although I would have liked it if they took the route of being able to shoot heads off and cut stuff off, because one of the best games is Star Wars Jedi Outcast, which is now non-canon, even though Kyle Katarn was awesome and god damn it, Disney. So Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy, fantastic games, absolutely, and I recommend everybody to actually, you know, play them. They're amazing. And the best thing is they're actually very violent too. So as a Jedi, you're able to cut off limbs and stuff, and that's just awesome. That is just freaking awesome, and I love it. We definitely need more games like that. And I reckon this game could be a bit violent, more violent too. You've got blood, you've got droids and Geonosians falling apart when you shoot them. You should have just had it that if you could shoot the heads off and stuff, because the game was already violent. You can make it even more violent. And this game was fantastically violent. This is why it's one of my favourite games. But also because you're a badass clone trooper who's, thank God, are still canon, even though I don't know if this story is considered canon. I hope so, but I don't know. Get some back to, bro. Get some back to, trooper. So there's that. I do hope that it's true though, and that they do make a canon and a sequel, because it is deserving of one. It absolutely deserves to be a sequel, prequel, whatever. It deserves everything it gets, because it's such a great game and a great story in general. Because I think in Old Extended Universe, one of these guys actually fell in love with a Jedi, which is awesome. I like that, because it goes to show that, you know, Luke wasn't the only one. And I always liked it, because the idea is, I love it how the Jedi are, because it shows how it shows how religious it can be, and how religion has changed people. You know, look at the Jedi as a religion. They've gone away from what works. Instead of helping people, being there for people, they've gone the direction of power and other things like power and being blinded by themselves. You know, they're the reason that they fell, by not respecting who they should be and just listening to the Force, the religious side of things, you know. So I always found that interesting, and a lot of people unfortunately don't see that the Jedi were. So I think I've said it before, but the prequels are in the same boat as The Last Jedi. Everybody had this prerequisite of what they wanted the prequels to be, and what they wanted the Jedi to be, and Anakin to be, and Lucas changed that up and made it completely different to what you thought it was, and he made it better. He made it more interesting. He made it so that the Jedi were flawed, Anakin was flawed, he was used by almost everyone, and that's why everything's so different. And I love that. That's brilliant filmmaking and a brilliant storytelling, and just a different way to do it. And people complain like little bitches. Because here's the thing. Alright, the prequel trilogy isn't masterful, but neither is the original trilogy when you think about it. Well, at least Empire is. Empire, I think, is. But it's like, there's a lot of things that are different. And it's kind of annoying that, well, okay, nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Let's be honest here. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. And this is getting very slow because of so many things going on. But nostalgia is a hell of a drug. People, you know, if you talk to somebody with nostalgia, they're not going to listen at all. Ever. You can't do that. They have their own version of how events go. They enjoy the series this way and that way. They have their own reasoning, right? And I fucking hate these little droids. Hey, where's Fixer? Why isn't he here? Oh, he's hurt. Okay. Fixer, you need some Bacta. What are you doing? No, fine. No, don't get back to. So what was I talking about? Star Wars. He's getting in my way, and he's like, "What are you doing? You're hurt. Heal yourself, lols." But yeah, Star Wars fans are the weird ones, and they have that prerequisite. And like I said, nostalgia is a hell of a drug, and I like nostalgia, but I'm not gonna lie. Turning nostalgia off has made me see Star Wars in a different light, and I think a superior light. Don't get me wrong, if I want to sit back and watch the prequels or the original trilogy with nostalgia, I will. I can turn it on and off. I've made sure that I can do that, but it is fun to watch. The Star Wars films are actually quite different And I would say better. And this goes from episode 1 to episode 6 if you do not look at the films with nostalgia. If you look at them, that's why I say that a bad Star Wars film, and whatever you consider a bad Star Wars film, is still a good sci-fi film. Like, look at The Phantom Menace. As a Star Wars film, it's definitely somewhat weak, I guess you could say. I don't think it's the weakest, but I don't think it's the best. But as a sci-fi film, it's quite interesting and really fun and exotic and just fantastically made. And as a Star Wars film, well, it depends. It's different. I like different. I think it did different well. It took concepts that Star Wars always had, like politics and history, and just turned it on its head and just expanded upon them. Like I said, like politics, there was a politics scene in episode 4. It was a 2-minute scene, but it still existed, did it not? And, well, it was better. So, yeah. Oh shit, I'm gonna die again, aren't I? Oh shit. Oh, fuck me, dead. Fuck. No, no, no. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Oh. Shot them all to death. So there's always a different view, different perspective, and that's the one thing as well. From episode 4, when the first Star Wars episode, Lucas has always said that a different perspective and a viewpoint can be a wonderful thing. You know, it's part of the theme of Star Wars in a way, and it's kind of dumb that there's so many Star Wars fans that cannot see that, nor understand that, and it's dumb. It's absolutely dumb that exists, absolutely. And I feel like a lot of Star Wars fans need to learn a lot. But again, nostalgia is a very strong thing, and let's be honest here, if you're a Star Wars fan that's mentally crazy, I guess, you're not mentally crazy, but just you know, doesn't want to pay attention to anything else, such a thing like that kind of, yeah. Anyway, that's my ramblings for part 2. Hopefully all goes well. Hopefully the sound is good. But yeah, that was my end of part 2. Hope you enjoyed everything that I had to say. I had some good things to say, and I'm going to save this game right here, because I forgot you could do that. And yes, if this is well done, like I said before, just come up with things that you want me to talk about, and I'll talk about them, Star Wars related or not. There'll be a few other games I want to play, and yeah, that's Aussie Viking out. I'll see you in Valhalla. Bye.